Hello world, Will White here, Piked Antler Survival School. We're going to do a review, unboxing, something I'm really excited about. Crossbow designed to shoot arrows for archery, amongst other things. I'll kind of explain as I go because I'm learning about this myself. The brand of this, I don't know, it's Chinese. Smart Marksman is the name, made in China. So we got some bands for, I wonder if this is different tension amounts. I feel about the same. I think these are just replacement. Oh. Comes with a light. Looks like it takes one AA battery. Feels pretty light. Doesn't feel high quality. Doesn't mean it is low quality, but it definitely doesn't feel high quality. The button does feel pretty rigid though, in a good way. Like I've had some flashlights, as soon as you press the button the first time, you can feel like there's a lot of play. This, not really. It feels pretty stout. It's got a little ring on it, a rubber gasket kind of. Oh, and a little band, a little strap to keep retention. That's nice. Okay, wrist support. Obviously meant for mounting. Possibly this is where flashlight sets. Don't know yet. It's a bright orange carry bag. I like that this is orange. Oh, that is awesome. A lot harder to lose. Pretty good space. And also a side pouch, it looks like. See the stickers or the zippers already kind of binding on itself. Okay, that's so far not a problem. Bag definitely feels pretty cheap. It's not going to last long, but it's definitely a good start. And I appreciate having something bright orange and big with a side container. I mean, that's just good thinking. So I like that. Oh, different bands for different applications. Ah, I like that. That looks like it's designed for a certain arrow. I like that. It's not just paracord. And we have several different colors. I'm guessing these are different resistance levels, but we'll find out. So far, everything's pretty easy to take apart. Now that one looks kind of BA. Looks kind of awesome. The durability, I mean, that feels stout. I mean, if I didn't have a hammer, I feel like I could drive as many nails as I wanted with this thing. Okay, so far I'm not disappointed. Little container, not high quality container, but not too worried about that. I got the tools, springs. That's semi-intimidating. I forget what the name of these kind of C. I think that is a C clamp. Those can be quite cumbersome sometimes. So I'm a little intimidated, but let's just keep rolling with it. Looks like the rest for my arrow, and it comes with washer, screw, and a nut. With my arrow, oh, that's nice and rigid. That is quite relieving. I was worried that since this isn't like $500, that this would be super soft and the arrow would just fall, but that's pretty stout. So I'm pleased with that. Get this out of the way. Okay, here's what we have left. Projectiles. May or may not use those. Directions. Professional slingshot. Assembly instructions. Optional flashlight sight for slingshot. package includes, gives you a list of everything included. That's always really, really helpful. Because you've been looking for pieces, and you're like, did I lose it? Did they forget to send it? And if it's on a list and you don't have it on your table, they forgot to send it, which happens. Okay, so far the grammar is just, scanning over it. The grammar's not bad. Some things I bought from China for sure have just the grammar's a little off. I find value that this is easily readable and it's not confusing. Double springs and strong rubber bands accessory and strong rubber bands accessory generate more power and higher shooting speed. Wrist supporter keeps the balance when you aiming targets. Now you kind of see it's getting a little funny. Wrist supporter keeps the balance when you aiming targets. You're aiming targets, I guess is what they meant. The laser sights can improve your accuracy, increasing your chances of hitting targets with success. Man, if that laser's on point, that's awesome. It's got 6 steps to assemble. The package includes 1 slingshot, 1 flashlight sight, 1 brush arrow rest, 3 screw tools, Allen wrenches, 1 spinning wheel holding rod. Spinning wheel holding rod. 120 times steel slingshot ammo balls, 100 mud ammo balls. These guys. I'm guessing 120 are going to be the smaller ones, the silver, and 100 mud ammo. I guess that's color mud. It's pretty weight. It's pretty heavy. I'm excited. I might actually use some small game, hunt some small game with this. 1 replacement accessory kit, and 1 shoulder bag. Cool. So far, pretty easy to understand. Now let's assemble. Assemble the arrow rest, step 1. So it looks like we get the screw, and I'm not seeing a washer. Okay, that's, so this all came together in one package, but the screw here isn't matching the screw in the photo. So let's slow down. There's no other screw. Oh, there's this screw. It's a big boy. Oh, and that's nice. There's different colors. We have a black screw and a silver colored one. And in the photo, you can see it's 2 black screws, and then the 3rd step is silver. That definitely helped not get it confused. It looks like a hex head in the photo, and I don't see any hex heads. Maybe there's a hex. Aha. Okay. See, that's a little confusing, but now we know. Hex head is right here. Hex head screw. This is hex head. Yeah. Okay. In the picture, this is oriented like so, having an open groove towards me. I'm assuming this is mostly for right-handed people, since most of us are right-handed. Maybe that's why it's designed like so. And this goes upward. I screw in like so. And tighten. So far, so good. I'm hoping I'm put this on facing the right direction. Uh-oh. Why is this not wanting to go? No, that's very shallow. Uh-oh, that doesn't, there's not much depth to that screw head. So it's, what the heck? It's like it pushes this side, this end grabs real well, but it's hard to turn that way. So I want to use this end. Yeah, that's barely going in. What's going on there? Yeah, I can't even get a bite on it. Maybe a little bit of force. No, it's not really grabbing. I'm going to have to just go with this for now. That does not feel good. We get some of this out of view so it's less distracting. Next it says, looks like we're getting this screw and attaching something. Looks, this is kind of confusing now. I'm seeing 3 screws in the photo, 3 screws here. So I'm going to strongly assume I'm on the right part. Okay. So I was just saying put a screw somewhere. It's just not making much sense. So I'm going to look at photo 3 to kind of fill in the blanks. I'm just going to go ahead and guess. It goes here. A little kind of confused because I have to get a washer and a nut on there. That's not going to work. I wonder if it goes below it. Ah, maybe it goes below. Okay. Yes. Okay. Jeez. I was looking at the angle of the head. It's got a cone shape to it, but this is perfectly flat. So that kind of didn't make sense because it was sitting above. It's not like it's not receded. But then I noted on this, it is receded. So really, I'm not impressed with the directions. There we go. Your sight's going to go on the bottom washer. Nut. It does still give you wiggle room. I kind of wished it didn't, but we all pull differently when we're shooting, regardless of what it is, gun, bow and arrow, slingshot. So we all have different kind of biomechanics. So I may always pull slightly to the right. So that's nice because it's hard to change my habits, but I can change this to suit my habits. So that's nice. I like that. I approve. I'm gonna tighten this guy. And now this head won't go in this. The head of the Allen wrench, the short head, is not going into the head of the screw. But this side goes in very easily. Tighten up, see? Yep. As I turn this, the screw on the bottom, or the nut on the bottom, is turning. So I'll have to get a pair of pliers to remedy that. But we're going to keep rolling. I mean, if they had put a rubber washer in here for grip, that would go a lot smoother and put a little more detail in making sure this tool actually works. Now I have tools in the shop, but not everyone watching this does. Next is the wrist lock. Insert the wrist rocket to the rear side and screw to fix it. Oh, and I'm noticing on the back there's a slot because this isn't going to hold. Like that doesn't make sense. But I happen to notice on the back side, I'm assuming this is going to fit. Yep, that fits just right. And before I screw this in, I'm going to test my tools. All right, long head works. Short head, that works fine. Okay. So it's just that one Allen wrench so far. I'm going to screw this in. There's a little screw hole right there. Just going to drop the screw in, hopefully. So far, pretty smooth. Issue with the Allen wrench, and the directions are just a little funny. But if you're mechanically savvy, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. And plus, you have this video to reference. Now I can get a lot of torque on that because the short head fits. Yeah, that's nice and secure. Okay, that feels stout. I mean, real stout. I feel really good about this. These are all repair parts. I guess that's the last thing. One replacement kit part, replacement accessories kit. Because the next step is to put the bands on. It doesn't say anything about using any of these screws or pins. Thank the Lord, because these are tiny, easy to lose. You see how small they are. And these guys are pretty tiny as well. I really appreciate they have a repair kit. That is wonderful. I've had issues with the crossbow that the limbs failed, and it took roughly 6 months to get them to send me something new, and it was under warranty. So I appreciate having replacement parts on hand from the get-go. Very pleased with that. Okay, now it mentions we can put the flashlight on. Let's go ahead and do that. Looks like in the photo, this is not already attached, but in real life it is. See, it's coming in 3 parts. So, yeah, they did a step for us. Okay, so this just locks in. Okay, and then, yeah, okay. No big mistakes made. No big deal. Now this just mounts to the bottom. Oh, I love that it's got that center groove. That makes this much more stable. Just like on a rifle scope, this part moves. So I'm going to use that to latch on. Hold it in place. For now, that's good. Okay. All right. Okay, the flashlight would be on here. So one click, give you a really bright laser. Off, another click, shines the light. Okay, now this does have rings to secure a fishing rod or a fishing reel. Turn this just like on a regular fishing pole. Okay, very nice. I like it. Man, that feels really very ergonomical. I'm 6'3", big guy. The grooves for the fingers don't line up at all for me. Actually, it's only got 3 grooves, but we have 4 fingers. Maybe it's, no, that feels weird too. I mean, the hand grip's not that comfortable, but yeah, I'm not gonna complain about that. Last step is put a band on. In the photo, it's got the red one, but I plan on, let's go and do the red one. Let's see how hard this is. Oh, let's just slide right in. There's a little groove here. It's a little tedious. There we go. Okay, cool. All right. Okay. Definitely got the fear of something popping. Okay, let's see, man, all the springs in here. There's some stored tension in here. And legally, the Slingshot has to have at least 40 pounds, 40-pound pull for it to be legal to hunt game. So far, I'm impressed. There's a few little things, I'm not impressed with, but for the cost and how durable it feels, I like it. Now let's replace this. Let's see how hard it is to replace these bands. Oh, look at that. That is a clever design. Oh, so easy. Smaller bands, they feel more stout. I like that. And if you're worried about the band getting cut as you're shoving it through, I've noticed that the spot where the band slides through, it's rounded off. So it's not sharp. So that's relief. Someone's thought this through. Okay. I'm gonna have to crimp the base of the arrow so it's a little smaller to grab on. I anticipated that. It's not all gonna be perfect. Let's see. Whoa, that scared me. Okay. Well, you can get decent tension with this. Definitely not max tension, but it's good. Arrow's staying where it belongs. It's not, getting jammed to the side like so and not popping out. It's actually retaining, pretty well. So overall, I'm pretty pleased. Since I'm a survivalist, I'm always trying to find something minimal gear to carry, right? Live off the land and then, go do bushcraft survival and all that fun stuff with minimal gear. Carrying a bow, it's kind of big. This, especially without the flashlight, I'm excited because it's small, but the arrow's not. So if you stay tuned here in a couple days or weeks, I have this very clever idea on how to make a breakdown arrow. How to be able to fold this in half or in thirds or in quarters. And in the field, readjust it and have a nice, strong, safe, shootable arrow. So that pretty much all this and a couple arrows can fit in your cargo pocket. That's the idea, at least.